boys and girls. I'm Polly, and this is my best friend, Pepe.
Hello.
And this is our show. Today's show is about signs.
Signs? What kind of signs?
All kinds of signs. Image is coming over to teach us about sign language. And Bob, the pilot, is going to take us in a plane to show us signs in nature.
Wow, Polly, we sure have a lot of things to do today.
That must be Shannon and Mindy from Image. They're going to teach us about sign language. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Mindy.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi,
Pretty
Polly.
good,
Hi,
thank
Pepe.
you.
Could you tell everyone what Image is?
Sure. Image is a sign language performance group. And what we want to do is show people that sign language is a language just like French or Spanish. And what sign language is what the deaf people use to communicate because they can't use their voices. They use their hands instead to talk.
Wow.
And what Image does is they take songs that you hear like on the radio, and then they join it with sign language so that people who can't hear and people who can hear like to come to watch our shows.
That's great.
Really cool. Could you show us what sign language looks like?
Sure.
Yeah.
Shannon will be my interpreter. And what Shannon's doing is she's changing all my words that I'm saying and that you can hear into sign language so that someone who cannot hear can watch and understand what we're saying.
Wow.
Would you guys like to play a game using sign language?
We sure would.
Yeah, we love to play games.
Now, I know you've probably played Simon Says before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, have you ever played it with sign language?
No.
Me neither.
Nope. Well, since you don't know any sign language, I guess we should learn a few signs before we can play. The first sign we're going to learn is Mom. Stick your 5 fingers up and then stick it on your chin. This is the sign for Mom. Okay, now move your hand to your forehead. This is the sign for Dad. Oh, good job. Okay, let's practice. Are you ready? Sign Mom.
Mother.
On your chin. Sign Dad.
Father.
Very good. All right, let's learn 2 more signs. First, let's learn friend. Take your 2 pointer fingers and then hook them together like this. And then hook them together the other way. This is the sign for friend. The last sign we're going to learn is I love you. This one's kind of tricky to make. First, you make a fist, and then you stick your thumb out, stick up your index finger, and stick up your pinky. This means I love you. Make sure you keep your other fingers bent down, though. All right, good job. We're ready to play our game, I think. Simon says Mom. Simon says Dad. Simon says friend. I love you. Uh-oh, Simon didn't say I love you. Let's try again. Simon says Mom. Simon says Dad. Simon says friend. Dad. Good job, that was kind of tricky. Simon says I love you.
I love you.
You guys did a really good job with your signs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How would you guys like to see how a deaf girl goes about her life? How she uses her sign language and other helpful things in her happy life?
Yeah, sure.
That'd be really cool.
Hello, Polly and Pepe. My name is Jennifer Dignan. I'm 13 years old. And I love to read and play basketball. And I moved from Kentucky, where I went to public school for half a day, and then I went to the deaf school the other half of the day. And when I moved here, from the deaf school, I found out that it isn't the same here. I go to school full-time in the public school, and I love it. I'm so happy to have my interpreter with me because she's very skilled in ASL. I get along fine during the day in the public school. I do everything like everyone else. I take tests. Everything is just fine. When I have to use the phone, like if the phone rings, I put it on the TTY. And then I type in my answer, and the other person who's talking to me, they have a phone with a TTY also, so they can talk back with me. And if I'm typing on the phone, and when I'm finished, I say GA, which means go ahead. Then the other person knows it's their turn and starts talking. And when that person's finished and we're ready to hang up, we say bye, SK. That means stop, stop, kill, stop keying, signal kill. I'm really happy to come here to Berwick Middle School because, you know, they understand everything. Here, my friends were so enthusiastic about learning to sign. Some of my friends, you know, they knew a little bit of sign, but my interpreter would interpret for me. But during lunch, there was no interpreter, so it was really nice. So I'm really happy about that. I need to introduce my interpreter. Her name is Rebecca Patz. I'm with her all day, and she interprets everything in class. For example, when the teacher lectures and I have a question, I raise my hand and I sign, my interpreter voices for me. Or like if another student in the class raises his hand and talks, my interpreter points and then, you know, tells me everything that person is saying. You know, we get along fine in class. I understand everything. My family is wonderful too. They help me when I have a problem with school or whatever. They help me. They're always ready to help me. I have two hearing brothers, and they know sign. They're fluent. And my parents are both deaf. And the family, we're very happy together. My brothers are glad to interpret everything for me. Like if we go out someplace, there's no interpreter for me. And they're both always happy to interpret for me. My parents, they graduated from Gallaudet. My father's a teacher at Bloomsburg University. He's always ready to help me with my schoolwork. Well, thank you, Polly and Pepe, for coming to Berwick Middle School. I hope you learned a little bit about the deaf world. Bye-bye.
I thank you, Mindy and Shannon, for coming over and teaching us about signs.
Thank you very much.
It was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. You'll have to come back and visit soon.
We will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Wow, I never knew it was anything like that before.
Neither did I. That was really cool. Polly and Pepe's games and things will return after this.
Oh, hey, what's going on? Shh, Smokey's coming.
What are you guys up to?
Be careful with matches and campfires. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Sorry, force of habit.
That's my dad. And that's Mom. Dad's got an idea. A way to get rid of all the grody garbage that's polluting the world. He's invented a big rocket ship to shoot all the garbage into outer space. Mom's not sure, but Dad says his invention will save the world.
There's an easier way to save the world. Recycle. For your free recycling action guide, write Recycle. Environmental Defense Fund, 257 Park Avenue South, New York, New York.
And now back to Polly and Pepe's games and things.
A is for apple, that is falling from the air.
B is for ball, that's bouncing around.
C is for car, that is cruising.
D is for a dotted dinosaur that's dancing around.
back to the show.
Today we're going up in a plane with our friend Pilot Bob.
Hey, Polly. Hey, Pepe. Are you ready to fly today?
Yeah,
let's go.
We're heading down the runway, and we should be in the air any second now. If you look outside, you'll see nature in a whole different way.
Boy, are we high.
Yeah, I don't ever want to come down.
Look over there at the river.
Look at the mountain.
And look at all those fields down there.
Look how small those houses are.
Hey, Polly and Pepe, hold on tight. We're coming in for a landing.
Wow, Pilot Bob, that sure was fun.
It sure was. I've never been that high before. Thanks a lot, Pilot Bob.
Oh, it was my pleasure, kids. Come back anytime.
Stay tuned for more fun and games.
We'll be right back after these messages.
One, two, 1, 2.
Larry, you know, this simple exercise can help you stay healthy, which keeps medical costs down.
But you gotta do it every day, Vince. Or you'll get out of shape fast.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Boy, Polly, that plane ride made me hungry.
Yeah, me too. Let's see if the Magic Chef has any good ideas for a snack today.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Hello, Polly. Hello, Pepe. Welcome back, boys and girls. I'm the Magic Chef. I have a great idea for a snack for you today. It's called banana pops. All you'll need for this snack is chocolate sauce, popsicle sticks, a banana, and a bowl for the chocolate sauce. When you have all the ingredients ready, peel the banana. Cut it in half and put the popsicle stick in the banana half. Now place this banana half in a freezer. While you're waiting for the banana to freeze, you can start preparing the chocolate sauce. You have to heat it up until it is liquid. Then pour this chocolate sauce into the bowl. When the chocolate sauce is ready and the banana is frozen, take the banana half and dip it in the chocolate. Place it on the tray and let it cool down for a few minutes. If you have more guests, you can slice the banana thin and use toothpicks. And your snack is ready. I hope you enjoyed the snack, Polly and Pepe. See you later. Bye, boys and girls.
Wow, Polly, now I'm really hungry.
Boy, the magic chef must have a great imagination to come up with all those great ideas for snacks.
And imagination is a great thing.
Hey, Pepe, if you could go anywhere you wanted to go, where would it be?
I want to be an astronaut, so I guess I'd go to outer space.
What would you do out there?
I'd float around and check out all the planets in our solar system.
Let's use our imagination and pretend that we are floating around in outer space.
Yeah.
On the count of 3, imagine floating in space. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow, this is really cool.
Hey, Pepe, look! There's our solar system.
Polly, did you know that all the planets fly around the sun?
Wow!
Do you also know all the planets in our solar system?
Mm-hmm. The one closest to the sun is Mercury. It's the smallest planet and the hottest.
The next planet is Venus. It is the closest planet to the Earth.
And then comes Earth. That's where we live.
Mars is the next. Some people say there's life on Mars.
The really big one is Jupiter. It's the largest planet in our solar system.
Just past Jupiter is Saturn. It's also very big.
That's my favorite. Look at the pretty rings.
Uranus is after Saturn.
And Neptune is after that?
And the last planet is Pluto.
Pluto is very far away from Earth.
Wow, the planets are very interesting, Polly.
They sure are, Pepe. Are you ready to get back to Earth now?
Sure, but I wish I could stay here all the time.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow, Polly, that was fun.
It sure was. With our imagination, we can go anywhere.
Today's show is about signs. There are a lot of different kinds of signs.
Some signs tell us what we should do, like stop signs. They tell us to stop because it will be dangerous if we don't.
And when a light turns green, that means it's safe for us to go.
This sign tells us that a big train might be coming, and that we should look both ways before crossing.
Some signs tell us whether we should enter.
And other signs tell us where we should leave. Signs tell us a lot of different things. We should read signs and do what they tell us. If you don't know what a sign means, ask a grown-up to help you figure it out.
Hey, Polly, street signs aren't the only kinds of signs that tell us things. People can make signs just by the way they look at each other.
That's right. Here is Scrappy to show us how we can tell people how we feel by the way we look at each other.
Happy. Sad. Angry. Frightened.
Hey, Polly, would you like to hear a story?
Sure. What's it about?
It's about a baby tiger who can't seem to do anything right.
What's it called?
The Late Bloomer by Robert Krause.
Yeah, let's watch it. Leo couldn't do anything right. He couldn't draw. He couldn't write. He couldn't read. He was a sloppy eater. and he never said a word. "What's the matter with Leo?" asked Leo's father. "Nothing," said Leo's mother. "Leo is just a late bloomer." Better late than never, thought Leo's father. And every night, Leo's father watched him for signs of blooming. "Are you sure Leo's a bloomer?" asked Leo's father. "Patience," said Leo's mother. "A watched bloomer doesn't bloom." So Leo's father watched television instead of Leo. The snows came. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. The trees budded. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. Then one day, in his own good time, Leo bloomed. He could draw. He could write. He could read. He ate neatly. He also spoke, and it wasn't just a word, it was a whole sentence. And that sentence was,
"I made it."
We learned a lot today, Polly.
"Yeah, I learned that sign language can help people communicate.
And street signs can help keep us out of danger.
And that we can tell how people feel just by the way we look at each other." Well, that's about it for today, boys and girls.
But before we go, Image is going to perform a song for us in sign language.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
I cannot hear that we can share the world, so don't fear, just lend a hand. Lend a hand, and I can show you how to sing words in the air. You can share my world of silence. God gave us a dream to share. I'm reaching out to you. There's so much we can do. Before you knew I walked with you, until today you turned away. See what I say. Hearing now is the same world that I see. Reach out your hand. I hear your hand. Lend a hand, and I can show you how to sing words in the air. You can share my world of silence. God gave us a dream to share. I'm reaching out to you. There's so much we can do. To call me deaf, but I can see birds singing and breezes in the trees and children laugh. The world is lonely without you. Just look at me and smile and clasp my hand in yours. Give me your hand and learn my language. You can speak signs in the air. We can read Thank you.